just see is what you get.
Give me this. Hey, Donut.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog.
You know what can I say? I died hard.
You guys are losers.
Actually saving you.
What do you do if that scene came on?
I would have freed my pants.
No, wait, man, they could have done so much.
Yeah, it's a shame. I don't know why they just don't do more with what they've been given.
So, what is going on YouTube? My beloved AEA here. I'm here with my sister, Kemi and Dara. And Kemi wants to be in a review, but doesn't want to be in a review. Because we went to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Sonic the Hedgehog!
Our destiny awaits. You were right about one thing. This ends now.
Sonic Adventure 2, really, and I can't believe I went to see this film, but I thought I'd done a review for the first one, done a review for the second one with Kemi and Dara and that one, and now just do the trilogy. We've got to do the trilogy, right? And you guys didn't even want to do this review because it's like, why do we even go watch this?
It was shame.
I like it. It was crazy. A lot of people I think are loving this from what I understand.
I love parts of it.
Yeah.
Parts of it I really enjoyed.
Me too. You said you thought the first two felt better than this one.
Yeah, from what I remember, I remember coming out of the films feeling like, oh, that's good.
Oh.
This one I was a bit
Disappointed. It's just too silly.
Maybe, yeah. I'm thinking of it less as of a children's film than a film that's meant to be for us.
Of course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's two ways you can look at this film. There's like a separate, silly children's film just to have fun and be stupid. But then is that Sonic? Is that what Sonic is? Just stupid fun and just there's no epicness or lore or coolness or attitude or any of that 90s stuff that Sonic brings.
They did have a lot of callbacks and little Easter eggs and things like that, but...
Or you could look at it like is it a really good movie that entertains both children and adults? And you can review it like that.
Okay, let's do that.
Review it like a really... So in terms of reviewing it for like children and a family movie, yes, it's possible. Like it's silly fun for the kids. Jim Carrey's funny. You know, the animals are cute. There's some cool action moments for the kids to enjoy. You know, what was good about it? Let's talk about that. I like that there was less human characters in this one. Kind of.
Loads of them.
Well, like the annoying, like there wasn't a cutaway scene to a wedding that we don't care about. You know, everything was focused. Yeah, everything was focused on the main mission that they're trying to do. Bar some silly moments. You know, that was good. That they just focused on Sonic and Tails and all them lot and what they're doing, and the humans had to feed into that. But still, we still don't need Donut Lord. We still don't need his wife, Tom and Maddie.
See is what you get.
Literally, what I see is what you get. But yeah, man, I'm an old Sonic fan from the 90s. Obviously, this was never going to be for me, but I like the callback. There's moments where you have a little smile, the kid in you lights up again, listening to Live and Learn, you know, and them like doing the iconic poses from when Sonic and Shadow turned super.
That was cool.
You know, those moments. What bits did you like? Try and think.
The intro to Shadow. Basically, a lot of the scenes with Shadow.
Shadow was good. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves did a great job.
Keanu Reeves did a good job.
Voice acting.
Shadow was just cute.
Yeah. And see, you found Shadow cute because he wasn't trying to be cute, right? Like, whereas Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles just feel like I won't say they're trying to be cute, but you can tell that they're playing into it, like the way they
Knuckles I
like the scene of the Charles, but then I just felt like it was forced as well. Like,
yeah,
let's just fit this in.
Yeah, it's like the Charles are actually in the Chow Garden is actually in the game, but it's not a restaurant. Well, I don't think it is anyway. I think it's just a weird, like just racial chow. I don't know how they come. Oh my
god, are they supposed to be those little blue things?
Those little things that you race and you raise them.
I thought it was, but they didn't look like that.
They kind of did, but they mentioned the name as well.
Those things are so cute. Like,
yeah, the Chows. I don't even know. Somehow they made that cringe even though they're actually in the game.
Exactly. Like how? I just don't understand how that could have been made seem so forced like that, even though it's part of the story, you know.
But yeah, Shadow. What I liked about Shadow was the fact that he was playing it straight for like 99% of the movie. There was moments where he was teetering on some foolishness, where they're trying to bring him down to the dumb right and left.
Revenge.
Yeah, exactly. That moment, the revenge walk. But most of it was like he was staying on character. His goals were clear, and he was serious about trying to get his goals done, trying to get revenge and all that. And yeah, that was every time he was on the screen. Even his story with Maria felt kind of like, oh, this is actually a bit of a movie.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, this is a bit of a movie here. It's not just stupid crap. It's a movie. But then it just obviously, as soon as you get out of that, it devolves into stupid shit. Like, but that's why you have to. I can't not look. If people love this film, I'm not mad at you. It's like for kids or whatever. And if you're a person older than 10 and you love this film, then hey, you know. But I don't know. Maybe there's a Sonic fan inside you that just loves the film, I guess. But not for me.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't say like I'm a massive Sonic fan, but obviously I grew up with Sonic because of you. But like, so when there were certain callbacks, it did get you excited and stuff. But I think for me, it was just the action in this film. Like the other one was what drew me.
Yeah.
I liked the fight scene.
Yeah, the action scenes were really
They're
good.
really, really good.
Yeah, especially one of my favourite scenes was when I think Shadow first turns up and then Sonic chases him, and then that felt like, this is pretty epic. That's probably one of my favourite scenes. Where he was turning into a bull and trying to slice his wheel and stuff like that on his motorbike. That bit was one of the best action scenes. That was good.
The dynamic between
Robotnik and his grand puppy. What did he
That
call
was
him?
probably the waste of time.
You didn't like that?
Well, why are they dancing?
I actually kind of enjoyed the dance.
Of course you would. If you really deep it, why is it there?
Yeah, I mean it's fun, it's stupid fun stuff,
Okay,
but it's just like, I don't know. Jim Carrey made Robotnik his own thing.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he gets away.
I mean, Robotnik's a fool in the games, but not like that in that way. But like Jim Carrey's kind of just done his own thing. I don't even know if I hate it or love it.
You technically can't because it's just his own thing anyway.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is.
Yeah, like I mean, it doesn't make me feel like a threat or anything. It's coming for Sonic. Like when they're dancing like on these laser beams and stuff like that. It just doesn't make me feel like they're a threat to Sonic.
No,
they're not scary.
They're not really meant to be a threat to Sonic in this.
I suppose. Well, Gerald.
Well, they keep getting high off their fare as well.
Yeah, they keep licking the phone. Sonic was like, "You got problems, man."
Literally.
They're very sexual, aren't they?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
As a child, you won't see it, but as an adult, you see all the
Exactly.
nastiness.
Exactly. It's like,
Sexual.
I'm not gonna help you until you give me some of your fur. Like, that's weird.
Anyway, that was just weird.
Yeah. So yeah, Robotnik's not very threatening. So, like, I mean, look, in the cartoons and the games, he's silly and he's not that threatening. But I feel like for something this level and something this, you know, it's a live action movie, Robotnik should feel a bit more scary. I don't know. There's a way you can do him where
Like, there needs to be a fear.
yeah, they can make him a cool villain, but I don't know. This is hard.
When they first were approached by him or his colleague, whatever, they should have felt a bit of fear, you're saying? Because they seem to be working together in this.
No, not the characters fear him, but like how he's written should be more scary.
So not
I've got a feeling that him being in the films in general, I mean, I know the first and second one are a bit different, but him being in, especially the third one, like, I just feel like maybe it was just more to just have him there rather than him being here. It was supposed to be Shadow's film.
Yeah. I mean, in the game he's there, but like in the game, if you see how Robotnik behaves in the game in general, especially in Sonic Adventure 2, he's a lot more serious in the games, ironically, which is funny.
Yeah.
And Gerald and that, but you know, Jim Carrey. And
I guess you have to keep remembering that it is a kids' film. It's a kids' film. Watching it, the kids in the back like.
For what it is, Jim Carrey did a good job. For what it is, Jim Carrey did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But in terms of like Robotnik from the lore of Sonic just feels a bit weird to me. I don't know.
Never
Maybe I'm
compares
wrong.
them.
I know.
It's strange to see it like
I know in a lot of incarnations of Dr. Robotnik, he's silly, so quite a lot of times. But he's silly in a way that he doesn't even realise he's being silly. Like, I almost feel like this Robotnik's aware that he's a bit silly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas the Robotnik in the cartoons and the comics, he's silly and he does weird narcissistic stuff, but he's not aware that he's like that, you know, kind of. I guess because it's a bit more subtle, but just a little bit more subtle. But yeah. So what did you think of Donut Lord and Maddie?
Well, they weren't in it that much, but when they were, it was still annoying.
Yeah, I just hate that human. I hate the idea that Sonic lives with humans. Like, what is that? Like, he's a pet or something? Well, I know he's meant to be their kid. They're meant to be their children. Sonic's not someone's kid. You know, I know Sonic's meant to be like, what, 16 years old or something? That's what he was in the first game. He was like 16 years old, but he's not like someone's child. Like, he lives on he's his own man or whatever, he does his own thing. He's just a freedom fighter. Protects his land or
What I
whatever.
want to know,
That's it.
I understand that maybe they've got some kind of, like, maybe they're needed in some kind of way for certain things, or they make themselves needed. But at the end of the day, they're human, and they're involved in these super creatures.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when Shadow punched Tom, I was like,
He
you're
should
dead.
be dead. He should be
You're
dead.
dead now.
Like, and they keep doing this where they
and then he comes out at the end with an arm sling. It's like,
Yeah, it's lame. They should have just died there, man.
You saw when Sonic got punched by Shadow, like Sonic was like, and he's not even human.
Like, just think of it this
Sorry,
way:
no.
Shadow was holding back a tiny bit because he was human, and it was still his.
Dad, there was electricity from his hand and
Yeah,
his
he was
eyeballs.
holding back just a tiny bit.
Nah, Dad, I'm sorry,
Just-
no.
The only way you can accept it, though.
Okay, fine. That's one thing, but that's another thing. Why are they involving themselves in this kind of life
I don't know.
where they
They're
could be
bored.
crossed?
He's too busy playing with his puppets, so they want to hang out. And
What
it's
is that?
dumb. It's the whole Maddie. I don't even know
It
why
is.
they're in it.
They
And
have
then,
a lot of exposition in
and
this.
then there's just so like the part where Knuckles is building up to someone's protecting the Chaos Emerald and all this kind of stuff. Oh, the Master Emerald is not even a
Oh,
master
that was
at the time.
terrible.
And it's just this stupid friend that's playing hockey with it. It's just stuff like that irritates me. Like, it's supposed to be funny and ironic.
I try. What you think there's nothing, man?
It's just memes and it's just annoying. It's just they're just basically memeing all the time. And it's just like,
It
look how
sucks.
self-aware we are. And it
It's
just
yeah.
like, why can't you just make an
Even the
actual
fourth
full
wall break was
song?
the worst. No, it's okay.
Yeah,
The fourth wall break was terrible. It's
I
one
know.
of the worst I've seen.
the full break was like, what do you say? It was almost like we're two actors in a movie or whatever.
They
I
played
feel
the
like Jim Carrey ad-libbed that, and then they just felt like they had to keep it in.
Maybe
It's
he
Jim
probably
Carrey,
did.
you know. I feel like he ad-libbed that, and they just felt like they had to keep it
They
in.
didn't have to do that.
Okay, we get it. It's a
Okay,
movie,
Yeah.
you
But
know.
we are old. We've seen this shit.
We've seen this shit a
times.
million times over and over.
So, but children love it because they've probably
They're
seen it for the
their first time seeing all this crap. Yeah, it's for
I'm
the
not gonna
kids.
lie, I didn't hear no one laugh at that bit.
Yeah, not that bit.
Maybe children understand that.
A lot of
yet.
kids are laughing. Kids, you can hear the kids laughing in the
Someone
background.
said that.
I just think they're just laughing at nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I was like, they don't even know what they're watching half the time.
Yeah, there's a
They
bit
just think they just that bit where it's like pauses.
like
oh,
someone
you
could be
got
running really serious or something, and then they'll just be like, I'm like, what are they laughing at? I don't know. They're laughing at the wrong time at things. It's like,
Yeah, but this is why, because it's supposed to be for them.
Cute.
So it's just a bit. But anyway,
I
at least
don't
they
know.
enjoyed their life.
yeah.
But I wouldn't say, if you're trying to look at it from the aspects of the games, don't do
The
that.
lore, the
Don't
world.
do that. You said there's some callbacks on the songs, right? Like you had some. I
Live
didn't
and
know
Learn was Live and Learn. They played it a bit, but it felt a bit. It didn't
They
feel
played
the
that a
same
lot.
as in the game. Like, Epic was in there.
Okay.
Like I missed like rolling around at the speed.
They're
of
not gonna play that.
Yeah, they could have played that. That was an epic song. What's that song?
Follow me.
Yeah, man. They could have. There's so many things they could have played from the games. That was. There's so many songs. Your favorite scene? Can't remember how that song goes now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That song where you fight Shadow on a runway thing, and it
It's
sounds.
that song now.
Yeah, I'll put this song in. This song that's playing in the background. They could have.
Surprise you, blue head
Oh,
child.
They could have put that in there somewhere. It's just
Or at
epic.
least when they
And
actually raise it.
Knuckles' music. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm chuckle. you know, the Pumpkin Hill. There's so much soundtracks, but obviously they can't use everything from the game, isn't it? I guess too much. Do you think there was any heart in the film, or was it over the top? Right there.
My lungs.
Oh, my heart. Sometimes it was a bit cheesy. See, when they do things like that, there's soft scenes where it's like, I have something I believe in. You know those kinds of scenes?
It's a very good moral story, though. For children.
Yeah, it's a good moral, but it's like, it doesn't feel earned because they just do it all the time in it. Feels like. It just comes out of nowhere, everyone's all emotional and so then they start taking a piss. And I feel like you can't have both when someone's making fun of something and being stupid and you take it really seriously all of a sudden. And it just, like, the tone just goes all over the place, you know? Like, I don't know, there's something about, like, Toy Story, for example, for kids. And the humour in Toy Story just works for some reason. And compared to this humour, which just feels like memes. But maybe that's the humour of this new generation. I don't know, it just feels like silly, self-aware memes I just can't take seriously. I don't know. Did you like the after credits scene?
Probably the best part.
What, when Amy saves the day?
I like seeing Metal Sonic.
Yeah, Metal Sonic. I was like, oh shit, they did it all backwards, man. It should have been Metal Sonic first, really, then Knuckles, then Shadow. But they did it the other way around, which is like, how you can have Metal Sonic after Shadow? Yeah, Metal Sonic was one of the first enemies Sonic ever fought. But it's cool because Robotnik's dead, I think, because they keep killing him and bringing him back. So I think now he's actually
Are we
dead.
at the end of Shadow as well? Really?
And Shadow looked like he died too, but we'll see what happens with that. Maybe he's probably going to get teleported to another universe, and then we're going to get the Shadow. They're probably going to do a Shadow spin-off. He's been teleported. You know these people. They've already made a Knuckles TV show.
Have they?
Yeah, I don't watch it. But so what I think is going to happen is that Metal Sonic we saw. No one's asking where did that come from. Robotnik's dead. I reckon that Metal Sonic came from a different time. It came from like the future or the past or something. Exactly. It's that future. Sonic CD can time travel, you know? So I think that Metal Sonic came from a different timeline, and that's what he's doing. But then there's loads of them, and you see, they've already made Metal Sonic look weak because Amy just comes in and beats them up like nothing. And if you know the actual Sonic CD game, like Amy was kidnapped, but obviously now they're doing this.
She's still a pretty strong character.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to come in and kill the main baddie of the next film already. In the game, she gets kidnapped by Metal Sonic, and Sonic has to go and save her in the little planet. Yeah, exactly. We've got to go save her. But in this, she's already got her hammer and she's smashing things. And I know.
She must be from the future.
Maybe it's a future Amy, and then Sonic has to save the past Amy that's not confident yet, and then she becomes confident. I already said the story for the fourth film. I wasn't even supposed to watch this film because I was so pissed with the first and second film. I was so tired. Not pissed, but I just can't be bothered with this shit anymore. It's not. If you've got kids, it's fun. Like as an adult, if you've got your own children, you can take them there and watch it and be like, oh, this is Sonic. It's not the same one that I grew up with, but this is your generation's version of Sonic. Enjoy him and enjoy it that way. Other than that, I don't know. Other than making this review, there's no reason for me wanting to go to the cinema to go and watch this. You know.
So out of all of them, which would you rate? How would you rate them all? In order. First, second, and third.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. They're all equally crap. No, no, I'm joking. I would say this is probably the best one, only because Shad is more focused on.
Third, first, and second.
Yeah, this is the best one, and then the second one's the next best one, and then the first one's the worst, I think.
You
First
don't
one
like
is
the
the
first one.
worst.
Yeah. You know what? The second one's the worst if you include the wedding scenes. You know? The first one's better. Yeah.
Like to delete it from my mind.
The second one is actually a really good.
You did enjoy it.
The second one's pretty epic if you remove the wedding
What
scenes. His first turns to Supersonic.
Oh,
He's scared of water, but he believes that scene is pretty epic where he's scared of water, but then he believes in himself and runs through the water. And then he fights Shadow in this like Aztec temple type thing, Knuckles, sorry. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
All those scenes are pretty good.
That's good.
Basically, if you take all the action scenes from all the movies and smash them together. It's probably a pretty epic Sonic movie.
Yeah.
And then cut out all the jargon and crap and stupid humour. They did a cut of Star Wars. I can't remember, I think it was called the Machete cut or something. Of Star Wars, the prequels, that made people enjoy the prequels better. People that hate the prequels. Yeah, we like the prequels.
Pretty cool.
But there's obviously a lot of old Star Wars fans that hated the prequels. And then they did this Machete cut or something where it allowed them to enjoy it. I feel like this Sonic, all these 3 films, if you do some special, I don't know, the Sonic cut or whatever, you can have it where you cut out all the crap and all the action scenes can be really good. Because the action scenes are really good and they feel very Sonic-y, you know? But there are moments from the games that would have been epic, that would have been cool, like your favourite moment with Sonic and Shadow.
It's so cool to see.
See that little scene?
Yeah. But they didn't have as much character development between the two, so
No, they didn't really. There's too much stuff going on. I really hate Ben Short's voice, by the way.
I think it's fun when he doesn't shout.
Yeah, when he's not shouting, he sounds good. But when he starts shouting, it's like, it's irritating as fuck. And when Shadow was like,
I want to punch you.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I agree, Shadow, man. The more you talk, the more I want to punch you.
Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
Sonic's voice, I know he actually does.
Close
It
to.
actually sounds like the Sonic from Sonic Adventure 2, but I don't know. I guess I always liked the Jaleel White voice, the original Sonic from the old cartoons.
Way past cool, huh? How do you like the entrance? You know, the way I come flying in, hit the old Axl Rose pose right on the downbeat. That's the plan. Hold on, we're gonna juice.
That was the Sonic I grew up on.
Tails' voice I don't like.
Ironically, Tails' voice is actually from the games, the only one from the games. I think.
Oh, interesting.
As far as
I
I'm
think Robin.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the same voice actress.
Do you think it? Yeah.
Oh, it's not a woman that voices Armin, is it? That's wrong.
But a woman doesn't. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. Amy destroyed the main bad guy of the next film, so we're not
We're gonna call her Future Amy for now.
Future Amy. Yeah, well, we may review the 4th film, but, you know, we'll wait and see how that goes.
I will not be there. I'm letting you know, I will not be there.
Yeah, we'll see. 'Cause
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to cinema. We'll see how we do what happens to that one.
Did the captain die?
Who cares, man? Who cares about the captain?
Did you actually see him in the end?
It looked like 5 people were playing him. I don't know, that stupid gadget that Tails made. When that captain came in, he came in like, where we press that? He was like, Sonic, I need to give you Shadow's
That was
backstory.
really bad.
Yeah.
The way he spoke.
I thought the person that was playing him was probably like a really famous person. You know when they bring someone in?
Oh, you mean like if it was a Disney Channel, they'd be like,
Yeah, but because the way he's acting was a bit shambolic.
That's why
it reminded me.
Like when he was like laying down on the ground, I was like, what are you doing? Like what are you saying right now?
Man.
Who is
The
this?
younger version was a good actor. Do you remember when his younger
Yeah,
version?
that's because he's a real actor.
I know that actor. The old man, I don't know who that is.
That old man must be someone important.
I reckon that old man is someone's like maybe the director's uncle or something.
Yeah, it's got to be someone important.
To the director, not
Yeah. Probably
Like, it literally reminds me of
probably
that.
did the voice of some character back in the day or something.
It literally reminds me of that how it should have ended video. It's like,
Oh
you
yeah.
got killed by your glider.
Yeah,
The
basically.
blade that pierced his body came from his glider. There's no question, your father died by his own hand. You are so fired. You've known that all this time. And you picked now to tell me?
He was killed by his own
Like
glider.
his entire scene was just exposition.
I know, it's like, I need to give you Shadow's backstory. This is what happened with Shadow.
Now take this key.
Now
Now
take
the
this.
ground. Take the key.
Like, but then the whole movie feels like that. So when they try and get serious, because they make everything a joke, the serious bits feel like stupidness. Like, I can't take the serious bits serious. Except for Shadow was the only real good thing in that movie. He did a good.
What
Keanu
did you
Reeves.
say? Yeah.
I love or something.
I feel no, it didn't make much sense.
Yeah, but it was so cute when he's
I
like,
want the love or something.
I'm feeling the love.
no.
Something like that, but it was cute.
Give it 1 out of 5.
Yeah, and they missed the beat there. They could have.
That bad.
And they missed the beat there. You're in London. You're in England, right? And you've got Sonic who's really angry and pissed off. he's really angry and he's pissed off and he wants to use the Master Emerald to turn to Supersonic. And you're in a place where they created Sonic the comic, you know, the Fleetway comics, where they invented the evil version of Supersonic with the fangs and the scary hand, and he's got the swirly red eyes. He could have turned into that version of Supersonic, because Knuckles would have been warning him like, you can't use the Master Emerald in this state. You can't use it for revenge. That's what he said, right? So imagine if he used the Master Emerald in that state and turned into the Fleetways.
But it's just too much for him.
I don't know.
There's no way they do.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how much research they do, because it's like they clearly know things because they get so much right in terms of the aesthetics and where the story's going. But then, like, they just do stupid things, and it almost feels like they just watched some cutscenes on YouTube and said, we can replicate that. Okay, Sonic and Shadow in space, they turn super. Okay, we'll find a reason why they do that.
Just googled Sonic Adventure 2 theme, and it was like, let's just put that in there.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 theme, what song should we put in? Live and Learn? Oh, they turn super. Put it in there, yeah. We won't use the iconic rolling around at the speed of sound, you know? The first level won't have him slide down the San Francisco.
Maybe you speak too much coffee in there.
Yeah, I guess. There's so many iconics that they can just put in there. But anyway, that's our review. Thank you for all the dislikes. Any last words?
Just know that this is our thoughts and we are comparing it.
What did I do? Sorry. What are you saying? Sonic can't say that.
We've got something that says at the end.
Go on, what are you saying?
We're just doing it from our perspective because we've grown up with something.
Yeah.
That's our thoughts. We know that it's a kids' film. We know that it is supposed to be fun, light-hearted and things. We're just saying what it could have been, because there was potential there. When you see a scene, when you see a moment where something could be so great and you see it, it's really hard to like let that go sometimes. So you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just be nice, okay?
Yeah, don't be too mean in the comments. I know you love the film. You're allowed to love the film. It's your Sonic. Also, but I've got to say though, this is where you're going to bring back dislike. If you're in your 20s or in your 30s and you love this movie, why? Like,
why not though?
You know why not? You don't like it. You know that. I mean, I don't even hate it. I just think it's something else. I just put it in another box.
It's not. Yeah.
I know it's not even like I hate it like that. I just know it's not how I envision Sonic. Yeah, it could have been so much worse. Even setting it in, I don't like the fact that he's in a human world. I want him to be in his own world with all his own stuff going on and the loop-de-loops and all this stuff from all the crazy level design that they could have done. Like they could have made it come to life.
I saw a little image of it with his drawing, you know.
I know, like when he did the actual Green Hill Zone, but. And then, can you imagine chemical plant level? You know the chemical plant level, the purple water? Could you imagine that looking like in a realistic environment? I don't know.
Maybe they will still do that.
Let it go. They ain't doing it. We're getting to the full film.
Even in the human world, there's so much they could have done, but they didn't do. But anyway, let's go see Girl Boss Amy in the next one. She's already destroyed Metal Sonic.
They can only be one Sonic.
You know what I'm going to do before I know what you're going to do, stranger.
Is it actually so good?
It's just Sonic movie.
That's mad. Can you insane, please?
Yeah, we'll put that in there.
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
Ben Schwartz will knock that out of the park.
We had fans pick their most iconic Sonic lines. Like,
Okay,
I don't want to do the voice.
You want me to do Sonic?
Yes.
Okay.
You might know everything I'm gonna do, but that's not gonna help you since I know everything you're gonna do. Strange, isn't it?
Alright then, finally, let's end this review. That's all our Sonic thoughts. Please give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Peace. Bye-bye.
I was going to throw it when you come across money.
Not even one
I don't
Sonic.
even know if that looked good.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard. You actually saved me, you know.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake. So, there's more to you than just looking like me.
What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog!
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.